My name is Melody and this is Tiara. I'm going to teach her how to represent values to the thousands by using base 10 blocks and fractions using decimals. So we have our chart here, and whole number and decimal place value positions follow a similar pattern as you move away from the decimal. And we're going to go over some examples. So 2 over 10 is the same thing as using 0.2. And 0.2, the 2 would go right here because it's after the decimal, so it'll be 0.2, so you would use 2 of these. And then if you see 2 over 100, it's the same thing as 0.02. So you would use the ones and take 2 because these represents 2 over 100 or 0.02. And then if it was more, then you would use the 10. So, but since it's in the 100 spot, you'll use that to represent 2 over 100, which is the same as 0.02. And then 0.32, you would use 3 100ths to represent the 3, 2 10s to represent the 2, and then 2 1s to show that. And that will be the same as saying 0.322 over 1,000. So let's try this one. 0.3 would be using the 10s. We would take 3 10s to represent 0.3. Okay, so let's try some problems, or you can try some problems yourself, and then I'll watch as you go to see if you have them right. So the first one is 5 over 10. So what would you use to represent 5 over 10?
5 over 10.
Okay, that's good. So the next one would be 0.08. So what would you use to represent the 0.08? It's less than 10s, so which ones would you use? Good job. So you use 8 of the ones because it's 0.08, which is less than 10, so you would have to use the ones to represent that. So what would you use to show 2 over 100? The 2 over 100, it's less than the 10, so what would you use? Because the 2 over 100 is the same as 0.02. So you would use 2 of those. Okay. You would use 2 of them because it's 2 over 100 and there's 10 10s, which makes 10 10s and 1,000. So you use 2 of these because it's 2 over 100, which is the same thing as 0.02. So you use 2 1s. And then for 0.4, which is the same thing as 4 over 10, what would you use to show 0.4? That's good. And the next one we have is 0.3. So how would you show 0.3? The 0.3? 0.3 is the same as 3 over 10. Yeah, so you would use 3 10s. And what about 0.07? it will be in the hundredth spot. So it's less than 10, so you would use which ones to show 0.07? Ones. Yeah, the ones. Mm-hmm. And the next one we have is 542 over 1,000. So how would you show that using the manipulatives? Yay, you're so smart. Okay, so the next one, 247 over 1,000. So how would you show that one? Yep, so you have 2 of these, 4 of those, and should be 7 of these. That's good. And so the next one we have is 7 over 10. So how would you show 7 over 10? Yep, 7 tens. And the last one, 0.328. Oh, you did it right. And that's how you represent values to the thousands by using base 10 blocks and fractions.